Have you ever thought, wait, when did I start looking older than I feel? After seeing your reflection in the mirror. It's not your wrinkles, your age, or even your face. Your fashion choices are subtly working against you. In actuality, there are several items of clothing we wear, often out of habit or comfort, that immediately shout old lady. The worst aspect is that we are completely unaware of it. Here's the good news, though. You can avoid these subtle fashion traps once you are aware of them. In this video, we'll examine 7 things, even the most fashionable ones, that inadvertently age women over 50. You'll discover why certain safe decisions are actually preventing you from looking your best, and what to wear instead to look stylish, contemporary, and self-assured. Stay tuned until the very end if you're ready to quit wearing older than you are and start expressing that youthful energy you still feel within. Once you figure out these 7 easy changes, you won't be able to look at your wardrobe in the same way. The channel where classic style and contemporary assurance collide beyond 50. You're not alone if you've ever opened your wardrobe and noticed that nothing seems quite right. Chasing trends or attempting to look 25 again are not the goals of fashion over 50. It's about changing your look to suit the powerful, elegant, and confident lady you've grown into. The issue is that most of us fall into the same traps, clinging to safe clothing, colors, or silhouettes that were effective decades ago, but now subtly make us appear heavier, older, or just out of touch. And that's precisely why this video is so crucial. Today, we're revealing 7 fashion habits that cause women to age quickly, as well as the minor clever changes that can revitalize both your wardrobe and your self-esteem. You'll notice by the end of this film that there are no restrictions when it comes to dressing beautifully after 50. Refinement is the key. You'll discover how to maintain your style without going out of style. How to show confidence without making an excessive effort. And how to let your fashion sense to showcase the lively, sophisticated woman you really are. So inhale deeply, get a cup of coffee, and let's begin reinventing what it means to be elegant after 50. Wearing clothing with no shape is one of the most frequent fashion blunders that can cause your appearance to age quickly. Comfort is crucial, particularly as we age. However, there's a significant distinction between casual and comfortable clothing. Your natural form is hidden when your clothing is overly baggy or unstructured. You appear older than you actually are because of this. It may appear simple to choose oversized pieces. They are cozy, forgiving, and soft, but they also cover off your body's lovely lines. Your ensemble loses energy and balance when it lacks form. It may appear weighty or even careless rather than carefree. And your body has nothing to do with that. It all comes down to proportion. Consider it. Wearing a loose tunic, wide trousers, or a large jumper all combine to create an ill-defined form. The eye is unsure about where to gaze. Your waist vanishes. Your frame appears wider than it actually is, and your legs appear shorter. You don't appear confident, even though you may feel at ease. And the core of grace is confidence. Consider this. 2 50-year-old women enter the same cafe. One is dressed in loose-fitting trousers and an enormous beige jumper. The other is dressed in straight-leg trousers that fall just above the ankle and a soft knit top that softly hugs her figure. Both appear cozy, but one seems easily sophisticated, while the other feels heavy. It's structure that makes the difference, not age or size. Tight clothing is not necessary to look decent. Balance is the aim. Wear it with thinner trousers if you like a looser top. Wear a fitted blouse with flowy skirts if you like them. These small changes maintain the harmony of your proportions and the definition of your silhouette. Additionally, fabric has an impact. While soft, Structured fabrics like cotton blends or light knits move with your body and accentuate your shape. Thick, heavy materials can add bulk. Adding a thin belt or tucking in the front of your shirt are two easy ways to change your appearance from comfortable to self-assured. This is the key. Hiding your body is not the path to true comfort. It originates from dressing in a way that makes you feel nice. You appear instantly more lively and confident when you wear clothing that respects your shape. Ask yourself, does this flatter me or just feel familiar? The next time you grab for that baggy tunic or a large sweater, because sometimes all it takes to make a big difference is a few inches of cloth or a little structure. Comfort is lovely, but what really sets you apart is your confidence. Selecting lengths and shapes that don't accentuate your figure is the second error that can subtly age your style. Usually, it occurs when we take precautions. Choosing clothing that feels comfortable, hangs longer, or covers more ground. The issue is that you frequently appear shorter, heavier, and less active than you actually are when you make those safe decisions. Many ladies believe that wearing long clothing immediately makes them appear sophisticated. However, that isn't always the case. Iron skirts, jeans that pull over your shoes, or cardigans that fall past your hips can all detract from the overall style. They upset the harmony of your proportions and deprive an ensemble of its vitality and movement. Showing a small shape is a preferable choice. For most women, the mid-thigh, just below the knee or the top of the calf, is the most attractive length for skirts. This length gives your ensemble a contemporary, elegant line while maintaining the appearance of lengthy legs. Instead of moving against you, it moves with you. Pants are the same. Although they may feel cozy, wide, baggy trousers that reach the floor might make your legs appear shorter and your body appear heavier. A straight or slightly cropped cut will make you look better right away. You appear taller, sharper, and more modern when you reveal a small portion of your ankle. It's a minor adjustment that has a significant impact. The safe silhouettes come next. We've worn those forms for years because they're simple. If they don't change with you, the same long tunics, boxy blazers, or loose-fitting pants that previously seemed classic may start to seem out of style. As your body and energies evolve, so should your wardrobe. You don't have to follow trends. All you have to do is update your proportions. Try lightening one aspect of your ensemble if it feels weighty. Wear a cropped jacket instead of a lengthy cardigan. Exchange a floor-length skirt for a midi. Your appearance can be drastically changed by changing your length by just a few inches. Consider it a form of visual equilibrium. Every piece of clothing you wear should accentuate rather than diminish your shape. Shoes are also very important. Wearing long or loose apparel with big flat shoes can give the impression that your ensemble is ungrounded. Choose structured shoes instead. A sleek loafer, a little heel, or a pointed toe. They lift your overall appearance upward and assist lengthen your legs. Therefore, consider whether the safe suit you've worn 100 times will enhance or conceal your dimensions before reaching for it. It's not necessary to cover everything to be elegant after 50. The goal is to create lightness, movement, and equilibrium. You are taller, more self-assured, and effortlessly current when your lengths and shapes are correct. We'll then discuss shoes, which have the power to create or ruin your appearance. Because, regardless of how lovely the clothing is, the wrong pair may quickly age your entire ensemble. Your entire ensemble can be made or broken by your shoes. Even if you wear exquisite clothing, your style will be immediately undermined if your shoes are out of style or excessively functional. It makes perfect sense that many women over 50 buy shoes only for comfort. However, comfort doesn't have to equate to being cumbersome, heavy, or outdated. Wearing shoes that appear orthopedic rather than attractive is the worst error. Square-toed flats, thick beige sandals, or extremely athletic trainers. They may feel nice, but they may age your entire appearance in an instant. They give the impression that you are dressing for practicality rather than self-assurance or fashion. The good news is that comfort and beauty are no longer mutually exclusive. There are plenty of contemporary supportive shoes that are yet stylish. Low block heels, sleek trainers, pointed toe flats, or soft leather loafers. They provide your ensemble shape and demonstrate your concern for your appearance without compromising comfort. Take note of the proportions. A narrow shoe is preferable than a heavy or round one if your ensemble is flowy or loose. Even a tiny heel, just an inch or two, can improve both your appearance and your posture. Don't undervalue color either. It's not necessary to be dull to be neutral. Try taupe, white, blue, or even metallic hues in place of beige that complements your skin. They are much more fashionable and refined, but they are still very versatile. In the end, your shoes should enhance your ensemble rather than detract from it. You appear more self-assured, balanced, and youthful when they are deliberate and up-to-date. Ask yourself, do these shoes represent who I am now? Before putting on that worn-out pair of shoes you've had for years, because your entire ensemble looks contemporary when your shoes do. Let's now discuss patterns and colors. Because some patterns and hues may seem classic, but they can give your appearance years of wear without you even noticing. Your face can be entirely drained or elevated by color. Even when you're full of enthusiasm, the incorrect hue or print might make you appear worn out. Many ladies develop the habit of dressing in the same hues and patterns that they have worn for many years. Red rice, tiny patterns, or delicate flowers. They subtly give your appearance years, yet they seem familiar. First, let's talk about prints. Although they may appear feminine, little crowded flowers, fading pastels, or excessively intricate designs might make your ensemble appear outdated. They often cause your shape to become blurry and divert attention from your face. Try modern stripes, larger flowers, cleaner, bolder prints, or delicate geometric patterns instead. They give your appearance strength and freshness without being overbearing. Then, there's color, because they feel secure and simple to match. Many women gravitate to beige, gray, or black. However, these hues might wash you out and give the impression that your complexion is drab, especially when applied near the face. Our skin naturally becomes less radiant as we get older. Therefore, you can rapidly restore that shine by dressing in warm or deep colors. Consider sapphire, deep plum, soft emerald, or jewel tones. These hues are vibrant without being harsh. Even subdued hues, like warm taupe or dusty rose, can have a sleek, contemporary appearance. Selecting hues that enhance rather than detract from your skin tone is the aim. If you're a fan of neutrals, mix textures to keep them interesting. A knit top with clean white trousers, or a smooth ivory shirt with beige trousers. Your ensemble is kept intriguing and elegant by the contrast. Additionally, refrain from dressing entirely in black. Black can accentuate shadows and harsh your features, yet it can also be slimming. Wear a lighter colored jacket, a scarf, or a colorful necklace to break it up. You appear instantly more alive when you add some color to the area around your face. As you change, so should your clothes. Clinging to what worked in the past is not the essence of modern, self-assured style. It's about deciding what makes you happy. Now, you feel fresh when your colors and prints do. Let's go on to something that many ladies ignore. The nape. Your outfit's youthful or old appearance can be drastically altered by the form of your shoulders and collarbone. It has nothing to do with hair or makeup and is one of the simplest ways to seem younger. It's the area around your neck. Your face's appearance of openness, softness, and youth can be entirely altered by the area surrounding your shoulders and collarbone. However, a lot of women unintentionally age themselves by dressing too tightly. Although they may seem modest and appropriate, high collars, button shirts, and tops with stiff necklines frequently have the opposite effect. They pull attention downward, accentuate delicate wrinkles, and shorten the neck. As a result, your attire loses its fluidity, your face appears heavier, and your posture feels constrained. Softness and openness are more attractive than coverage as we age. Your entire appearance is suddenly made lighter by revealing just a glimpse of flesh, a beautiful neckline, and a bit of collarbone. Low tops and severe cuts are not required. A straightforward V-neck, scoop neck, or broad boat neck can lengthen the neck, open the face, and produce a graceful, organic lift. It has nothing to do with disclosing more. It's about making room. The light reflects nicely on your skin when you wear an open neckline. It softens your features and gives you a more personable appearance. When worn with delicate jewelry, a pendant, a straightforward chain, or tiny drop earrings, it highlights your face exactly where you want it to. The choice of fabric is also important. Blouses with bows and frills, thick knits, and stiff collars can all seem heavy and outdated. Look for materials that move gently instead. Blends of cotton, silks, or delicately draped knits. Because these materials breathe, your ensemble will feel flowing rather than stiff. Additionally, keep in mind that your neckline should reflect your personality. A V-neck conveys confidence. A boat neck is elegant and sophisticated. Select the one that most closely resembles you, but leave it open enough to reveal your inherent warmth. Therefore, before you button that shirt all the way up, glance in the mirror and consider whether your neckline draws attention to or detracts from your face. Because sometimes even the slightest gap can have a significant impact. Not only can a well-chosen neckline enhance your appearance, it also makes you look good. Black never goes out of style. It's sophisticated, trim, and easily stylish. That's what we've always been told, anyway. However, wearing too much black can really have the reverse effect as we age. It can make our skin appear lifeless, our features harsh, and our entire appearance exhausted rather than elegant and sophisticated. This is the reason. Light is absorbed by black. Because it doesn't reflect heat back onto your face, it might accentuate small wrinkles and deepen shadows. Additionally, wearing all black might create a striking contrast that detracts from your natural radiance if your hair has become gray or lighter. You don't have to completely give up black, though. It simply means you should wear it more strategically. Use lighter tones close to your face to counterbalance it. Try wearing a black blazer over a colorful shirt or black trousers with a cream blouse. The gloom can be broken up, and your complexion revitalized with even a scarf, necklace, or a pair of brightly colored earrings. Texture is another simple method to make black more attractive. Your outfit may feel heavy if all of the pieces are made of the same flat black cloth. However, combining different textures, such as cotton and silk or a matte shirt with a somewhat sparkly skirt, provides movement and interest. It keeps black appearing deliberate rather than overpowering. Remember that there are other hues that are much more attractive on aged skin, while still being just as slimming. Charcoal gray, forest green, burgundy, or deep navy can all give you the same sophisticated appearance while adding depth and tenderness. Natural skin tones, blonde undertones, and silver hair all look great with these hues. Black is not your uniform, but it can still be your friend. It changes from harsh to harmonic when you lighten it, balance it out, or add texture and color. Therefore, take a moment before putting on another all-black ensemble. Consider whether it is boosting your self-esteem or depleting your vitality. Because being elegant doesn't mean being cautious. It's about being able to bring life to even the most basic hue. Your closet does not contain the most potent aspect of style. It resides in your thoughts. And swinging too much in one side or the other is one of the major mistakes women make after 50. While some give up attempting to seem young, others put in too much effort. The effortless elegance that genuinely characterizes mature beauty is diminished by both. When you put in too much effort, you follow trends that no longer represent who you are. Perhaps it's glittering tops, vivid designs, or torn pants that feel more like costumes than self-assurance. You don't appear young when you make those decisions. They give the impression that you are struggling with time. Pretending to be younger has nothing to do with true style. It's about being the best version of yourself right now. Giving up, however, can occur in silence. Perhaps you've begun to believe that fashion is exclusive to younger women, or that it doesn't matter what you wear. Here's the reality, though. Style never goes out of style. It's not about trying to get attention. It's about taking responsibility for your existence. You remind yourself that you are still important every time you put on a nice outfit. That you are still worthy of feeling lovely. The most sophisticated ladies over 50 don't need to prove anything. They feel at ease in their own skin. They select well-fitting clothing, eye-catching hues, and self-assured styles. They now dress for themselves, rather than for acceptance. You don't have to compete with young people. You've already mastered self-assurance, which is significantly more potent. And that's what gives any ensemble, no matter how basic, a remarkable appearance. Therefore, don't attempt to hide your age. Additionally, don't run away from it. Accept it. Enjoy it, because your style changes the instant you dress with dignity rather than fear. You don't appear younger. You have a classic appearance. It's time to employ the 7 practices that subtly deteriorate your style as a guide. It's not necessary to make all the changes at once. Start with 1, and you'll see how a minor change may restore your sense of freshness. Now that you are aware of the 7 subtle ways that your style appears outdated, which one do you believe you have engaged in? Please take a time to share it in the comments. Which habit are you prepared to give up? Remember to like and subscribe to our channel if this video changed your perspective on your clothes. Every week, whatever of your age, I offer straightforward yet sophisticated advice to make you feel self-assured, contemporary, and effortlessly put together. Tell me what you want next if you want me to delve further. Would you enjoy seeing a movie on 10 classic items that every lady over 50 ought to have? Or even one on how to enhance any ensemble with accessories? I'll make sure to make it happen if you cast your vote in the comments. Because your style adventure only gets better once you turn 50. Let's continue to redefine elegance. One set of clothes at a time. Chasing youth is ultimately not the goal of style beyond 50. It's about accepting grace. You create space for something much more potent when you stop hiding behind bulky clothing, muted hues, or antiquated routines. Assurance didn't kill every tiny shift. The world can tell that you still care, that you still shine, and that you know exactly who you are when you wear the perfect shoe, shape, and tone. Recall that sophisticated trends or pricey labels are not the source of elegance. It stems from self-respect, simplicity, and the silent delight of looking good in your own flesh. So use these suggestions. Take a new look at your closet and begin creating a wardrobe that represents the woman you've grown into. Bright, contemporary, and effortlessly elegant. We're going to go much farther with this transformation in the upcoming video. I'll show you 5 fashion labels that genuinely cater to women over 50. Brands that prioritize comfort, style, and classic beauty in their designs. It's something you shouldn't miss. Until then, maintain your self-assurance, your sense of style, and your demonstration that grace never goes out of style.